The topic is creating stem and leaf plots. So let's do this example. In March 2006, 16 gas stations in Grand Junction posted these prices for a gallon of regular gasoline. And so we need to make, for A, we need to make a stem and leaf display of these gas prices. They want us to use split stems. So before we do split stems, I want to do them without, just to show you how to do that the easiest way. So by looking at these prices, since we have kind of like three numbers, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the first two, kind of like 2.2 will be stem and 2 will be leaf. Same thing, stem and leaf, and so on to all of them. So to do that, if you look at all the numbers, there's only 2.2 something, or 2.3 and another number, or 2.4 another number. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do 2.2, 2.3, and 2.4. So let's plug all the 2.2s. So the first one, otherwise 2.20s. So the first one is in there. 2.22 means I'll just, in other words, let me talk about the key for this one. We call this the key. The key is 2.21. This means 2.21 gallon, 2.21 dollars per gallon. So that's the key. So 2.22 means we write 2.2 on the stem and 2 on the leaf, right? So that's the next one. 2.27, we should just put 7 here. 2.26, I'm doing next one, I'm going like column by column. 2.26, put 6. The next one will be 2.21, I put the 1. 2.28, I put the 8. Next one will be 2.27, I put the 7. 2.29, I'll put the 9. There's more. 2.24, I put the 4. 23, I put the 3. 2.27, I put the 7. Now let's go back to, right? Let's go back to 2.3. First one is right here, 2.36, I put 6. The next one is 2.38, I put the 8. 2.33, I put the 3. 2.32, I put another 3. 32, I put a 2, sorry. This is a 2. 2.4 is 2.46, I put the 6. 2.45, put the 5 for the leaf. And that's it, we got all of them. Now, my next step, so kind of like this is step 1. I'm just doing it the easy way. Step 2, I'm going to put them in order. So this is still 2.2. Let me do this just to separate the two so there will be no confusion. Oops. I don't need this line. Alright, so 2.2, 2.3, 2.4. Now I'm just going to put these numbers in order. If we put them in order, I'm going to get 2, 3, 4, and 6. 2, 3, 4, and 6. 3 7s and then 8, 9. 3 7s and then 8, 9. For 2.3, I'm going to put these in order, so it's going to be 2, 3, 6, 8. 6, 8, and then for 2.4 I'm gonna put 5 and 6, right? Alright, now let's read what it says here. They want us to split each row. They want us to split this one, and split this one. So to split them means we're gonna have two 2.2s. Let me write it here. When I start 1, 2, 3, 4. No, gotta start from here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So 2.2. We're gonna have two 2.2s, two 2.3s, and two 2.4s. Now when we split them, we don't just split them halfway. The way we do it, for example, 2.2 will be split from 2.20 to 2.25, and then the second class will be 2.25 to 3.0. But remember what we mean with this. We mean the numbers that are smaller or equal to 2.20, but strictly 2.25. In other words, 2.25 will be with the next one. Alright, so let's do it. So here we'll get all of these. And for the second batch, we get all of these. So this will be 2, 3, 4. If it was a 5, it will go here. It's not going to go in there. So 2, 3, 4, and then this is 6, 7, 8, 9. Now 2.3, 2 and 3 will be the first, 6, 8 will be in the second row. So this will be 2, 3, 6, 8. Now 5, 6. See, there is nothing from 0 to 4. So 0 to 4, nothing, and then 5 to 6 will go in the second batch. So this will be 5 and 6. So 2.4, there is like a gap in there. Alright. Now let's describe the shape. Remember the shape? We need to talk about unimodal, bimodal, and all that mode stuff. So here you can tell there's one mode right there. So the distribution of gas prices, the distribution of gas with S, gas prices is unimodal. And then we need to say whether it's skewed to the right, skewed to the left, or symmetric, or uniform. In this case, it's skewed to the right. Watch out, it's not skewed to the left. It's skewed to the right. Yeah, how do you know that? Part of how you know these are the largest values. Look at the largest values, that's where there's the tail. And now we need to talk about the center. Since it's skewed, every time it's skewed, or if we have an outliers, you automatically talk about median. You don't talk about mean. So what happened to the median? The median of all these prices is about, right, median is right there. See where there is a balance. So it's $2.27 per gallon. So we always talk about the median, right? We talk about when we talk about a distribution that's skewed, we always talk about the min, right? The max, the median, that's right, halfway, and then of course the Q1 and Q2, in other words the IQR for the range. So the minimum will be what? The lowest price is right here, is $2.22 per gallon, and the highest price has to be right there, last number, so $2.46 per gallon. Now after that you need to talk about if there's any outliers. Sometimes when there is no outliers, if there's gaps, you need to say. So in this case you cannot consider 2.45, 2.46 outliers. I mean, if you look at it here without splitting it, see, so still I'm gonna have to say there's a gap. There's no, so a gap between 2.40 and 2.49, right? So there's a gap. So there's a gap in the distribution of gasoline. Of gas prices. No station is charging between 2.40 dollar per gallon and 245 or 244, right? Remember, 45 will be for the next row, $244 per gallon. I think I forgot to talk about the range. Yeah, range should be here. Well, let me write it here. It's supposed to go here, right? So remember, when we have to talk about the IQR. In other words, 50% of the prices fall between what and what. So let me write it here. 50% of gas prices are between, and you can tell it's all of it here. So $2.26, right? First number right here, $2.26 and 2.32, kind of. Doesn't have to be perfect, but close enough, per gallon. Now, what unusual features do you see? Remember, unusual features, you need to talk about, that's what I was talking about, outliers or gaps. In this case, you can consider 2.45, 2.46 outliers, but there's a gap here. I should have write it. I already talked about it. It's supposed to go in here. Yeah, there's a gap. This is supposed to go in there. There is a gap in the distribution of gas prices. Gas is as prices between, we said 240 and 244. $240 per gallon and $244 per gallon. And that's it for this example.